It never fails, no matter how good your intentions are. It's almost 11 o'clock and we're just getting started on chores. We've only got about 2 hours of time before we've got to be somewhere, so let's see what we can get up to. Let's go see what we have time to get taken care of. So these are our chicken tractors. They need to be cleaned up and moved. Siskovich chicken tractors. We ran our chickens in both of these last time. Got the outside waterer, goes into a pretty neat little system where it fills up their water automatically for us. And of course, we got their food on a trough. We're gonna have to clean those up. We don't have time for that today. Maybe later tonight. We'll see.
Back to the potato patch.
Potatoes are definitely ready for picking.
Potatoes.
Let's just see one then, see how it looks. So if you guys remember on our last video, when we picked potatoes, they were all pretty small. Well, now these reds are getting big, so we need to get them out of the ground. That's going to be a couple hours of work, and we just don't have time for that today.
There's no time for that now.
At least not right now. This is going to have to be an early morning chore. Mother Nature gave us some work. We got not one, not three, but 2 trees fell over here. 1, 2. Conveniently by where I was splitting wood. So it fell in a good spot, but I don't think that's going to be a today chore. This one's kind of funny. But I've got a sinking boat. Might need to use a tractor to help me with that one. I think I know what we have time to do today.
What?
Bees.
Let's do the bees.
Let's do the bees. All right, here we are, back at it now for the afternoon. We had a family baptizing to go to, and now it's back to chores, so we're going to start off with feeding the bees. While we're out here getting our bee suits, let's give an update on our chicks. They're all looking pretty good. We haven't lost any. We updated their water system because they kept getting straw in their water. So we took this garden tray. It's kind of like a busser's tray, and we put their water in there. And now they got to reach their necks over, but they're tall enough. They can get to the water.
And now the straw won't get as wet.
Underneath where the water's setting, the straw was just soaked. It was a mess, and we kept going through having to clean and change out the straw. So now this will make the straw stay a little drier, which is good for us and good for their feet. You can see all the water that's down here. It happens. They're messy little animals. They drink, they slurp, they hop, they skip, they flop. What else rhymes? Anything else?
Sounds like a Dr. Seuss book.
But we put them in a bus tote. Put their water in a bus tote, not the chicks. But now when they're leaking water, it stays contained in that tote instead of getting our straw all dirty. So now the little chicks can come over here and they can drink from it, they can reach it, and all the water that spills goes in the tote instead of on their straw, making everything all wet and nasty. But man, what a chore saver. We came out here this morning to fix their bedding, and all of this straw here was soaked. It's a good thing we had the plastic down because we would have ruined these interior doors. Simple little cheap, easy fix.
Happy as can be.
But now for bees. Let's go check the bees. Smell her down. Smoke her up. Smoker still smoky?
Yeah.
There we go.
Ooh, there's a lot of bees up there. Almost a lot of kids up there.
A lot of kids. We are crammed with bees in here.
That one's missing a leg.
Is it? Amputee?
Yep.
Amputee.
See what I did there, pun-wise?
Look at this.
He's dragging a dead one
Yeah.
out.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I'll help you out, buddy. A lot of action up there.
Yeah, there is. Oh, there's Queen.
Good.
Right here. See her?
Good. They're doing well.
Yeah, they're doing really well. We'll leave our feeder on. We'll come back out and fill it up later on.
Okay, cool. All right, moving on. Moving on.
So we've got sugar water for the bees, 1 part sugar, 1 part water, and they all have top feeders on them. So we don't have enough made to fill them all up completely, but we're gonna give them a nice little drink because we're kind of going through a dry spell right now in our area. And inside of this is just a top feeder, bunch of straw in there so the bees don't drown. All that straw floats up so they have little boats to come hang out on to get their sugar water. And they can climb up and down on that straw without drowning, because if we just poured the water in there, we'd have a bunch of dead bees up top. There's a bunch of bees in this one. I am not completely comfortable doing this without a bee suit on. Whew, it's either how the pros do it or how the dummies do it. Now we got the bees fed. I think we can go get some of these red potatoes out of the ground. All right, we'll get some baskets for the potatoes. These baskets. Got a bunch of them just stacked up here behind the barn. We got them for free from a greenhouse that was shutting down. They had them stacked up out there. So I took them and now we use the heck out of them. So we won't bore you guys with how we pulled the potatoes out because we already showed you, but they've still got to come out. This time I'm gonna wear gloves. It's not gonna work with gloves. Technical difficulties. The camera died while we were picking, but these 3 rows produced 3 more baskets of potatoes from these 3 rows. Not bad for never watering them. I don't think we watered them a single time this year outside of rainfall. We'll get these loaded up and put in the barn. It's a lot of potatoes. I think we're done farming for today after we get these eggs. I'm gonna set here. Must have been a bad egg. We got all of our gates for the fence. That'll be the next big job. But for today, we're done.
You can look and talk to me.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to YouTube video.